Atapu, peace, blessings to everyone. Hope that all are well. I am well. Looking forward to spending time with y'all today. Grateful for the presence. Grateful and ready to be here. Peace, peace. All right. Getting it all in. Getting everything ready for us today. It's a beautiful day. Again, for those of us here in sun-kissed Southern California, where we're broadcasting to you live today. It is a magnificent 75% humidity, already 75 degrees, shaping up to be another very warm, very wet day. So I'm excited about that. A reminder wherever you are to maintain your hydration regimen. Get plenty of fresh fruit and fresh vegetables. Good, clean mountain spring water. That being said, what we want to do today is remind ourselves of what we got cracking. So what we have cracking today is we're going to be jumping in. We're going to get our Asar Stance on, as usual, which is one of our faves, if not the fave. I'm going to be doing, again, our usual about 16 breaths. So using the 4-2-4 methodology and the bellows breathing. We've talked about it before, so I won't get into heavy detail about it. Today, we're going to knock out the Asar Stance, get into the Qigong. We're going to get into our ward off right and left 4 breath exercises. Then we're going to get into our grasp the bird's tail and stroke it exercise with 4 breaths. Then we're going to get into the flow space, go all the way through to grasp the bird's tail. And as we're in the flow and we're still in the new moon window this morning, we're going to do our new moon cycle, our lunar cycle movements in the form. And then as we get the lunar cycle done, we'll wind it down with an alternate nostril breathing exercise. We'll then get it directly into some wisdom from the sages of the ages. And then we'll wind it down for the day and, prepare for another day. We're winding down. Hopefully folks are practicing. Got that consistent 10 minutes of Asar Stance. It is essential as we're going through the lunar cycle for your legs to be able to support you and be underneath you, and for you to be able to have the comfort in knowing that your body supports you. Because it's not just the belief that we want to, because we can all believe that we do it. As we start slowing the body down and slowing these movements down and becoming repetitious, you begin to see that belief is not enough. That you want to be in a place where you know that you're that your body's going to do what you're asking. The more important challenge really for us is to know that the ground is going to be there when we pick that foot up for grasp the bird's tail. That when we put that foot down in a direction we're not looking, in a place that we're not accustomed, because we're doing a lot slower and with more intention. You want to really think about it. Am I really prepared for this, as we jokingly, seriously call it a leap of faith or a step of faith, walk of faith? Are you prepared to put that foot out and step in to grasp the bird's tail? Are you prepared to do it knowing the outcome, not believing in an outcome? There is a difference. And as self-defense practitioners, as some folks like to call it, martial arts practitioners, we need to understand that we don't talk about things that we're not able to do. We don't talk about theory. We talk about tangible, measurable, practical application. And since that's what we do, and I know some folks that may be watching this, some of y'all maybe, this is a system of self-defense and or martial art. So for those that doubt, I'm not calling on anybody to come see me, but I do offer an opportunity for these hands, you know, for us to push hands and for you to touch and see and practice. And either way, we learn. We grow, we learn, we build friendships through what we call the brotherhood and sisterhood of the martial arts. So as long as you come in good spirit, I welcome you. I'm gonna be a little touchy. You come during this COVID Rona time, probably not. I'm probably gonna respond very differently than under friendlier times. So if you wanna get close now and I don't know you, you have duly been advised that coming within a few feet and I don't know you is, will be taken as threatening. And I like to be able to allow folks the opportunity to have full expression of their choices. And with that, let's get into it. Get to Wu Chi position, heels together, 90-degree angle, so we can get it cracking. Hope everybody is ready. Heels together, forming a 90-degree angle, knees slightly bent, waist is tucked. Shoulders are relaxed, head is level. Jaws lightly clenched, tongue at the roof of the mouth, bellows breathing. And we bow in, and we say to all the African, Indian, Asian, Chinese, Native American, and Pacific Islander masters that have gone before us, we bow. Teacher to student, student to teacher. 2 breaths. Pyramid hands, 2 breaths. Shifting the weight. And stepping to the left, heel first. Balance the weight between the legs, sit down, tuck the butt. Open the hands into the Asar Stance position. You'll see the legs as the roots of the tree extending down into the earth. Torso is the tree trunk, arms are the branches, hands are the leaves. Head is floating above the body, connected with a golden thread extending into the heavens, balanced on top of the spinal column. 16 breaths. And you want to be sure to keep your meditation. deeper, 4 breaths. Pyramid hands. 2 breaths. Shift the weight to the right, slide the left in. 2 breaths. Let the hands come down, shake it out. Yeah, that was good. Hopefully it's good for y'all too. Wu Chi. Had to bring myself back. I was about to start going and get really settling into the meditation. Wu Chi position, pyramid hands. So forgive me, y'all. Sometimes when you get in that meditation position, it feels so good. And the body starts moving so well. Shift the weight and step. As you get into it and you just, woo, you can just feel the energy coursing through the body. 2 breaths right here. And you realize the power of mind, power of spirit, power of breath. Holding the golden balls, toes, knees, hands go in the same direction, 2 breaths. Rotate the hands into oneness for 2 breaths. All right, keep it going. Into the turtle, chin down, out to the drawbridge. Point the hands between the legs for 2 breaths. Into oneness. 2 breaths. Rabbit through the chute. Pick up the pace a little. Hot sign out. No sound. Slow it down. Hot sign out. No sound. Into oneness, 2 breaths. And into elbows. And into oneness. Right hand on top of left hand, palms up, thumbs touching. Rotate the left hand on top, palms facing each other. See a ball of golden white light like the sun in between the palms of the hands. 4 breaths. Into oneness. 2 breaths. Into the turtle. Out to the drawbridge. Point the hands between the legs for 2 breaths. Into oneness. 2 breaths. Pyramid hands. Shift the weight to the right, slide the left in. Wu Chi position, 2 breaths. And shake it out, opposite hand, opposite leg. All right. Chi position. Pyramid hands. Shift the weight, step left, heel first, a little wider than shoulders width. Balance, sit down. Drop the right hand below the navel. Take the left hand out. I'm going to trace the Tai Chi diagram, breathing in, out, in, out. Continue on that pattern. And we'll stop here. Bring the hands together in center. Pyramid hands, 2 breaths. Shift the weight to the right, slide it in. Take it out, opposite hand, opposite leg. All right, good, good. Feet parallel, shoulders width. Sinking down as we start the gathering. Two more. One more. Last one. All right, shake it out. Opposite hand, opposite leg. All right, feet parallel, shoulders width. Interlace the fingers, palms out. Right out from the heart. We're going to do these 8 again. Raising the hands to the heavens. And here we go, beginning together. Let the hands come down, shake it out. Feet parallel, shoulders width, right in here. 2 breaths. Palms facing forward, 2 breaths. As the hands come down, we go into swinging arms. Let them swing. Feet parallel, shoulders width. And here we go, sinking down as you open the chest. And we do it 5 times, so it's 4 more times. Shake it out, opposite hand, opposite leg. Feet parallel, shoulders width. Hands are here. All right, we're gonna start to the right. We wave the hands like clouds. All right, come back to the front and center, and sun rises over the mountain, sunsets. All right, here we go. Ward off right and left, 4 breaths. Exhale, shift the weight. Shift the weight. Pivot to the front. Sunrise. Ward off to the left, toe up, 4 breaths. Shift the weight. Inhale, shift the weight. Pivot to the front. Sunrise over the mountain and sunsets 2 times. Shake it out, opposite hand, opposite leg. Feet parallel, shoulders width. Sink it down as we exhale. Sun rises, we go 4 breaths to grasp the bird's tail. Shift the weight. Up on the toes. Step. Shift the weight. Grasp the bird's tail and stroke it. Stepping back. Sunrise over the mountain 2 times. Shake it out, opposite hand, opposite leg. Feet parallel, shoulders width. Again, we're going to do 4 breaths. Grasp the bird's tail, sinking down as you exhale. Sun rises. Up on the toes and step. Pivot. Grasp the bird's tail. Stroke it. 4 breaths. Stepping back. Sun rises. Sets. Shake it out, opposite hand, opposite leg. Feet parallel, shoulders width. We're going to go all the way through to grasp the bird's tail, flow state, straight through from sunrise. Here we go, sinking down. Again, sinking down, sun rises. Again. All right, now we're going to go through and do the lunar cycle all the way through. I won't talk until after we complete grasp the bird's tail. So that way you can stay with me as we go through the lunar cycle. And then we'll come right back and go into grasp the bird's tail 2 more times, make sure we get it. I'm going to show you how we want to work on the waist in that. Then we're going to get to the alternate nostril breathing and wisdom from the sages. Sinking down, sun rises, here we go. Lunar cycle. Pivot on the toes, step. Right hand brings the ball up to the left. We roll the ball. Shift the weight back to the left, come back. We press. Separate the hands, we push. We bring it back. Sun rises. Go into ward off to the right, all the way to grasp the bird's tail. Good. Now, here's what I want you to see. So, we're here, we shift, we step. See the hands here? Butt is tucked. So as you shift, the leg is all connected. You're up on the toes. You pivot on the heel. So as you turn, see these arms want to come forward. And that brings you right into grasp the bird's tail. So you have to be rooted and tucked in the bottom. You have to have the shoulders to be relaxed so that they can express what the body is doing, all right? Now, we'll try it one more time so you can get the feel of it. And then we're gonna get to our alternate nostril breathing. Sinking down, sun rises. Ward off. And grasp the bird's tail. Okay. Shake it out, opposite hand, opposite leg. I'm gonna show you something real quick. And other systems of yang may do it a little differently. So that what you may see in other systems is they'll do something along the lines of this. And so that ward off, the way we do it, isn't expressly seen in the same way. So it's not that what we're doing is incorrect, it's different. And there are reasons for it that you should be able to, we can talk about directly or steady, that affords you the opportunity to really get it in. Now's a good time to grab a quick sip of water and have a seat. As we're going to get to our alternate nostril breathing. All right. So you're going to start with left hand, thumb and index finger, palm up. Right hand blocking off the right nostril, middle index finger to center of the forehead. Breathing in, out, in, out, in, out. Fire breath. Deep breath in. Release. Switch hands, no breath. In. Out. In. Out. In. Out. In. Out. Fire breath. Deep breath in. And release. Both hands, palms up, index finger, thumb touching, breathing in, out, in, out, in, out. Hold on. In and out. In and out. In and out. Fire breath. Deep breath in, chin down, and release. For any of you that don't know, there was a fig eater beetle that decided to make use of my cooler space for a moment. While I don't mind sharing, fig eater beetles are notorious for banging into things. So when it's a great focus if you're meditating, so it allows you to be able to remind yourself what the focus is. Not ideal when you're leading a meditation. So, But because it's so humid here, I need to have anything I can do to create the semblance of a breeze. So I'm working with nature right now, trying to cultivate breezes that aren't really present. So I want to thank y'all for that brief moment at the end, but the nostrils should be working together. And we're right here at the wisdom from the sages of the ages. So I want y'all to really begin thinking about the fullness of what we got to do. Today I'm going to pull from Lao Tzu, the Tao Te Ching, clear the mind. Okay, so this one is from emptiness and non-being is what it is referred to. Here we go. Nature is brief in its speech. Thus a tempest does not last a whole morning, nor does a rainstorm last a whole day. What is it that causes the wind and rain? It is heaven and earth. Even heaven and earth cannot be long in their outbursts. How much the less can humanity in theirs? Therefore, in the pursuit of the Tao, those tending toward Tao will identify with Tao. Those tending toward virtue will identify with virtue. Those tending towards failure will identify with failure. To those identified with Tao, Tao will gladly extend welcome. To those identified with virtue, virtue will gladly extend welcome. To those identified with failure, failure will gladly extend welcome. When one's own faith is inadequate, it will not evoke faith from other people. Whew, all right. That gets us our day. I want to thank everyone for your participation. Hopefully you're sweating. Probably not as profusely as I am, but hopefully we're getting you there where you're starting to really feel the joy of our Taijiquan sessions. I have to say that on my end, the one thing I want to be able to add to y'all is this, is that Taijiquan works the legs every day. The other thing that it does is that it is a wonderful self-care regimen on its own. Because it's not like, oh, I'm going to take a sweet bath, but it aids in centering and refocusing the mental health. It aids in manifesting emotional sobriety. The other thing that it does is it provides you with an opportunity to be able to gauge intent, both of your own and of others. And so you can get a feel. Right now it's about 70% humidity where I am, and it's 80 degrees. So I am, got a shower, and I'm gonna shower a few more times. Thankfully, this water is recyclable. But I want you to note that no matter how, within normal human frameworks, we'll say, you don't need a lot of water when you're working out or you're doing your thing, okay? The water is, because it'll slosh around in your stomach, you're not gonna process it. You just need a little to wet your whistle, keep your throat moistened. However, if your tongue is in the correct place, you don't have to worry about that. All right, so we're gonna bow out and we say, to all the masters that have gone before us, we bow. Teacher to student, student to teacher, giving honor and praise and respect to the eternal witnesses of the ancestors, the earth and the sky. We say Ashe. Hatep, peace to you. Thank you for joining, and most of all, thank you for your presence. Peace to you in your journey and your day. Thank you much. Hatep.